Hi all my crafty friends, and welcome back to Designs by Gaddis. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you found my channel. Be sure to like this video and subscribe. By doing so, you will help others, just like yourself, be able to find my home decor DIY videos. I created this faux wood round sign using a Dollar Tree foam board. I love the way this sign turned out. It was exactly what I wanted, and it was a lot easier working with the foam board than with wood. I used this large bowl from my kitchen to trace a circle onto the foam board. I cut around the circle to make the foam board easier to work with because my work table just wasn't large enough. After cutting the board down, I used a razor blade to cut out the circle. I tried to stay on the line as much as possible so my circle would look good. I did have a couple of places where I got off the line, so I went back in and trimmed those areas. Using a measuring tape, I found the center of the circle and marked it. I then measured 2 inches up and placed 2 more marks. I then used a straight edge and cut shallow lines at the marks. I didn't cut completely through the foam board. I was just wanting it to look like boards. I placed a piece of painter's tape below the pencil mark in the center of the circle and pressed it down firmly. To create the knots and marks that you find in wood, I used a couple of different things. To create punch marks, I used this bottle opener and pressed it into the foam board in sporadic places and turned it different ways. I didn't want any type of pattern, just random marks. To create the knot holes, some people use their fingernails to make the knot holes, but I don't have any. So I used the other end of the bottle opener and it worked perfect. I just pressed it down to create an indentation and to rip through the top paper on the foam board. To create the tiny, what I call wormholes, I used my Cricut tool and just jabbed it around and then turned it upside down to create little notches. For the wood look, I was going for a gray color. To create the look, I used dark gray, light gray, black, and white chalk paint. I also used white wax. I used a Dollar Tree kitchen sponge. Some people use a natural bath sponge, but I didn't have one on hand. But I have used this type of sponge in the past and it works great. I dipped the sponge into the dark gray and the white wax to start with and started putting it on the foam board. I made sure my strokes all went from side to side. I then tried to use a makeup sponge to get into the cracks I had cut. I gently separated the cracks and rubbed the sponge down them. I used my kitchen sponge and dipped it into the light gray and white wax. I spread the mixture over the foam board until I liked the way it turned out. Next, I used black and white wax. I rubbed it into the knot holes and the marks I wanted to be seen. I know it looks like I have really messed up, but just wait until I blend everything. Next, I dabbed the sponge into the white and white wax and started applying it to the board. I didn't like that the black wasn't showing up the way I wanted, so I used a small paintbrush and applied black paint to the knot holes, cut lines, and other markings I wanted to show. Oh, and by the way, you don't want to lay your arm on the wet paint like I did. I'm always messy when I paint. I actually bent the foam board back so I could get into the grooves. But be careful, you don't want to rip the back of the foam board. I let the paint dry for about 10 minutes and then applied more white paint and wax. And just look at how much it looks like real wood. I removed the tape slowly from the center, making sure the paper top wasn't being pulled up. I then painted the bottom of the board with ivory chalk paint. While the paint dried, I created a cut file in Design Space. I will try to figure out how I can share this file with those of you who have a Cricut and would like to try this project. I'll leave the link in the description below. Okay, I just want to let you know this part was a fail, but I was able to recover from it. I applied the vinyl and transfer tape to the bottom half of the circle, the ivory color. When I started pulling up the transfer tape, it actually caused the paper top to come off along with the first board. Oh, I was so upset. I knew then that this is the sign I must have. After sitting and staring at the big mistake I had just made, I decided to just paint the foam part again with ivory chalk paint. I used 2 coats of paint just to make sure it was covered well. I then applied a layer of Mod Podge to the entire board and let it dry. I was really hoping this would work. I recut the vinyl and used a less sticky transfer tape. I centered the saying onto the board and removed the transfer tape. And it worked like a charm. I just wish I would have used the Mod Podge to start with. I think that would have saved the paper covering of my foam board. But since this is for my use only, I'm okay with it. Now to finish up. I used some ribbon in the middle and hot glued it to the back of the board. Oh, and let me tell you, I got a new hot glue gun yesterday from Walmart. It was only $4. It comes with a switch for low and high temps, and the nozzle is so much smaller than the glue gun I have been using. This is the first chance I've had to use it, and I love it. I then used some thick twine around the outside. This helped to cover up the fact that I was using foam board and not wood. I made a little hoop out of the twine. Before I glued it, I actually taped it down and hung it on the wall to make sure it hung straight. Does anyone else have a problem with things not hanging straight, or is it just me? Let me know in the comments. I then glued it to the mark on the back. I love this sign. I think this is my favorite project so far. I can't wait to show it off. If you haven't already, go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. I upload weekly home decor DIY videos, and you know you don't want to miss any of them. So go ahead and hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, happy crafting!